Hello, everybody, and welcome to this. I feel like this is a time where I should say like the episode number. I'm gonna say 7.
I think it's
I have
more
a
like 10 or 11, but it's close.
11. 11 was the first thing, and that's why I went to 7 because like 11 sounds like 7. So yeah,
It
we're
rhymes
gonna
at
say
least.
it's close enough. I hope everyone is doing well today. We ended on kind of a cliffhanger last time. So we're gonna start with that. Essentially, our brave compatriots, students, adventurers extraordinaire, went with Peter to do what appeared to be extra credit, but the shiny veneer that is Peter's greatness started to crumble as Trondheim almost died. Although
I'm sure that wasn't the case.
Of course not. No, it was just really cold. But through that they met some students from Porta and it seemed like they were trying to enact some kind of plan on Porta Temporea. And so the students said, you know what, we should infiltrate, and we can either protect Porta Temporea, or if we find Porta Temporea up to some shit, we will enact justice, because that's what they're all about.
Justice.
Through a long, like 2-day travel, which they're actually not used to because Porta Temporea is all about those teleportation spells. They arrived at this desert town and were invited to a dinner at the house of someone named or referred to as the Doctor. Although very quickly, an interaction between Joy and Astrid saw Joy's demeanor shift. And upon walking in, Joy said to the Doctor they would like the kale salad. Very odd.
Which was obviously a lie.
Obviously a lie. No one said anything about kale. And once everyone sat down at a table full of the normal utensils, except everyone had their very own butcher knife. Astrid's Fey companion, Celine, was hit by a butcher knife thrown by the Doctor. And Astrid, in turn, fired a Chaos Bolt. So we are starting off with initiative, but first, let's see if that Chaos Bolt hits the Doctor. Astrid,
All
if
right,
you
well,
would.
I don't know if I'm able to do it here, but
No, I can launch that for you. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's you were trying to avoid hitting the beautiful decor, but you do miss the Doctor.
All right.
So I would like everyone to roll initiatives.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
There goes my crit for the day.
Scrolling up.
We got Astrid, we got the Doctor. And then we, of course, need Joy. Ooh. I will control Morn for today.
Now remember, I gave somebody an enhance ability.
I'm pretty sure that was Uo.
You gave Uo a enhanced ability. That's why you have enhanced ability constitution checks and temporary hit points.
Gotcha. Okay.
So Trogheim, you're sitting down when you see Astrid launch a chaos ball, and you've seen this attack once or twice. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm like, whoa! I mean, I don't like kale either. But hells! I'm gonna stay. Were we sitting? I don't think we were sitting yet.
No, you were not. You were like just about to sit.
Okay, so then I'm just going to dodge and try and figure out what the fuck's going on. Cause, I mean, I know kale can be offensive to the palate, especially most palates. But yeah, I'm gonna dodge and see what happens.
Actually, roll a free action perception check. Because the chaos bolt was a direct result of no. Yeah.
Oh, Targon. Yeah, so she'll dodge.
Morn will also roll a perception check to see if he saw what was going on. Nope. Morn is also kind of confused, like so he'll get up and get his hand on his sword, but not really sure what to do. He will also dodge. Uo.
So everyone's dodging. What does the doctor look like she's doing? Does she look like she's hostile?
The doctor rolled a 5, by the way. Give me an insight check if you would.
I love to insight things. Let's see here. Inciting. And what was my enhanced ability, Astrid?
Con. So you
Was
have
it con?
rolled like the 2d6 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And there was a con check involved?
No,
No.
he has advantage on constitution checks.
Okay, gotcha.
Hostile isn't the right word. There was just a warbling mass of chaotic energy launched towards her, and there is this serenity that is, even for what you would assume to be like a war doctor who's seen lots of like blood and gore and viscera, there is a calmness and almost a slight joy.
She likes causing others pain.
And I did detect that there was poison inside that kale salad, right?
Yes, you did.
I will stand up from my chair
Mm-hmm.
and dust myself off a little bit and look to the party and look to the doctor and very flatly say she poisoned the kale, and then I'm going to cast Blink.
Interesting.
How do you poison kale?
And then I believe I roll a d20.
Yep, and it is it 11 and higher you blink out of existence, I believe?
Oh, I do not.
Nope, you're still there.
And that will be my turn.
Astrid.
Well, I'm going to pretend that the Chaos Bolt was kind of a sneeze, like an upset, hysterical sneeze cry because of poor Celine. And frantically, now where is Celine in this map? Or where was she in this map? I know she was dead.
She was coming in from the outside, so like here.
Okay. So I want to kind of cause a verbal kerfuffle and accuse her, the doctor, of killing my friend, my lifelong, my sweet, my companion, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And while weeping or pretending to weep, I'm going to hit her with let's see, what did I have here? Did I have like a witch bolt? I'm trying to remember.
You did have Wishbolt, yeah.
I'd like to hit her with witch bolt. How
Uh,
could you? How could you do this to me?
Wishbolt. Oh, natural 20. So you hit it with 12 lightning damage.
Sweet. And then as I'm throwing witch bolt at her, or there shortly after, like, how could you do this to us? I thought I could trust you. You're a doctor.
Give me a deception check to see if she believes. Oh wait, I'm rolling for you. Nah, I will
Yeah,
roll a deception check for you.
thank you.
To see if you are able to convince her with your weeping. She doesn't seem very moved by the weeping.
Man.
So the doctor, currently encapsulated by your lightning beam, walks up to you and then turns to Joy and says, "Oh Joy, I think it's time that we practice yesterday's lecture."
Okay. Okay.
Joy will pick up a butcher knife and huck it at Uozan Khan. I'm assuming that 25 hits.
I mean, I suppose.
So you kind of duck or protect yourself, as you know when someone throws a knife, it rotates and then the sharp end sticks.
Yeah.
This time the sharp end didn't stick. It just kind of bounces off you harmlessly. But as you're figuring out what happened, you look up and she's already in your face, and she swings. Does it 18 hit?
Yes, indeed, an 18 will hit.
And she swings for a tendon in your left arm. You take 30 slashing damage.
Whoa.
Sorry.
And then I need you to make me a... What is the score? Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. So hold on, let me see here. So that'll bring me to 10 because of those delicious temporary hit points. Thank you. And the Constitution saving throw. Now, does enhanced ability give me advantage on that?
Just checks.
Checks. Okay.
And you've actually been in a lot of combat. So, and you've been hit with a blade before, but wherever she hit you, it had to be a tendon or some kind of blood vessel. You are bleeding a lot, and you now have one level of what's the word?
Exhaustion.
Exhaustion. Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Afterwards, Joy looks at the doctor for how did I do? And the doctor kind of approves noddingly. Peter, who has been looking like a Emil Trogodin for the past 2 days, stands up, and he's been uncharacteristically quiet, and he says, should I be doing something?
Peter.
And then he pulls out his bow and is like, what should I do? And that's Peter's turn. Trockheim.
Peter, can you get us out of here?
Peter will be like, I can't.
And not super happy with Joy. So I feel like I'm gonna run forward
Mm-hmm.
and try and stop her from inflicting any more harm upon my childlike friend. Does a 14 hit Joy?
Does a 14 hit Joy? I gotta check. 14 does not hit Joy.
Okay. I think I have extra attack now. Let me find out.
You do have extra attack, yes.
Well, then I will swing again. How about a 23?
That definitely hits Joy.
And then I'm going to pull the trigger and do Burst Strike. She's got to make a con save of 14 or higher, or she takes 6 thunder and is pushed 10 feet away from me, which she just runs into the wall.
So she makes the con save. Is
Okay.
there... What happens when she makes it?
Let me double check. So on a failure, they take... So it's all or nothing. So
Gotcha.
she's just going to take that first 10 slashing from the gunblade and no thunder.
No thunder. Okay.
Oh, sorry. No, half the thunder. Half the thunder.
Okay.
So 3 thunder. But she's not pushed.
Gotcha.
And I think that is all I can do.
Give me an insight check in Joy, by the way.
Tarkine?
Yeah.
Let's see. 19.
So Joy has gone through a lot of emotions this past like 6 seconds. She was like very calm, and then she attacked Uo, and now there seems to be 19, yeah, like fear on her face.
Huh. Okay. Does she look fearful because she is injured severely by my amazing attack?
It could be, although with a 19, you would have seen the fear before your amazing attack even went off.
Okay. Okay. I'll file that away.
Okay. Morn is going to be Morn, run up on the table and run up to Joy. Morn will engage in the dark side and swing with his sword. Swing. Ooh. So that definitely hits, but Morn only does 3 damage. Oh, plus a dark side die. So 8 damage. Uo.
All right. Uo is going to draw from his deck. No, not a D10. Let's not do a D10. D8. Wow. 6. And a 6 is, I think, something awesome. A 6 is non-spell slot resource to an ally. So I will draw a card. It holds the symbol of a spray of bullets, and Trogheim restores an ammunition.
Nice.
Um,
She's starting to pick up that this is what's happening. It's not like a confusion thing anymore. Like it has been.
Let's see here. He will tell Joy it doesn't have to be like this, and then he is going to attempt to break free from this plane of existence. Nope.
It has its claws deep in you. This plane.
This plane, yeah. That'll end his turn.
Astrid.
Oh, man. I'm still going to be a little spastic and continue the carrying on of the loss of my friend. And I think I'd like to continue the talk of it doesn't have to be like this. Why would you do that? It doesn't have to be like this. And you tried to poison us. We did nothing.
With kale.
And why did you have to poison us with kale? And as I'm like arms in the air, I think I'd like to hop on to the table and head down to Joy, kicking the kale not toward my friends, but kind of off toward the doctor and toward Kale as I go. So like bowls are just kind of flying at them. And then hit her with a ray of sickness, and I think it might go through.
And is your witch bolt still up
trying
too?
to make us sick.
You're hitting Joy or the doctor?
Joy.
I gotcha. So Ray of Sickness. No.
Oh,
Did
So
your
you
sorry, did the witch bolt go down? Just so I know it's.
yeah, if you don't use your action to maintain the
maintain
witch
it.
bolt,
Gotcha. Okay.
so you shoot a ray of sickness, but like you're so busy focusing on like the destruction of the kale that you kind of shoot it at Uo. Luckily, Uo like blinks out of existence right then, and then blinks back, like because he's still getting the blink to work himself.
no. Oh
Now-
my gosh.
Now it is the doctor's turn.
Take one for the team, Peter. I mean, what?
She will run this way and say, "It's not good to be on my table." And then, Uo, I need to make a insight check because you are like right next to her.
Insight. A 13.
13. She has this tendency of going from like very calm to sadistically happy.
Oh dear.
And in one of those sadistically happy things, she attacks Morn, but I'm pretty sure she misses because Morn's AC has to be over a 14. No, she hits.
Oh, Lord.
So Morn takes 7 slashing damage and is also bleeding.
Hmm.
Joy is going to look at Uo and then is going to attempt to push Trogheim out of the way. So Trogheim, I need a strength check from you.
Do you want strength check or athletics?
Yeah, what's athletics? Well, I'm pretty sure you can beat a 4. To Trogheim, like Joy turns around and like runs right into you.
I just look down. What?
Peter is like, are we leaving?
Yes, Peter.
So Peter's gonna run. And 1, 2, 3. Where do you want to go? And that's Peter's turn.
There's no place like home, Peter. There's no place like home.
When you say that, you see Peter's hands start to light up
Oh shit!
as-
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
as he starts casting a spell. You also see the doctor look at Peter with that same sadistic grin on her face. Trogheim, it is your turn.
So for the viewers, if you haven't caught a previous episode, Peter's never actually done anything before. So I, as a player and as Trogheim, I'm a little terrified of what's about to happen. I'm right behind, or I'm right next to Peter. Fuck.
Shocking.
Shit. Okay, so I don't want Peter to die, so I'm not going to. Does Joy seem to be like she's running away? Like she's trying to like get away from us, or is she like just
Did you roll you rolled an insight check, right?
yeah?
What
And I
did
saw that
19?
she was scared. Yeah, 19.
Yeah, like when she ran into you, it wasn't a tactical get out of my way thing. She was running from something.
What did she glance at
Mm.
the doctor, or did
Uh,
she like?
Whoa.
She was looking at Uo.
Yeah.
Whew, that's weird. Um. Okay. Sorry. I am going to. How does she look?
She's still like I think shaken is the best word.
All right. So rather than like slashing her with my long sword and trying to blow her up, I'm going to like swing it like a bat and try and knock her out.
Roll to hit.
So we got a 10
Does
and a
not hit.
15.
Does hit.
So it's just 5 slashing, bludgeoning, whatever you want to call it, as I wallop her.
Right.
Um,
You wallop her good. She's still standing, but
Go
now
to
some of that
sleep.
shake.
That's it.
Morn, who now takes. Did it work? But when it goes through, Morn will take 1d4 bleeding damage.
Oh,
Hmm.
Morn,
Hmm.
what's going
Astral
on?
might have locked up. I'm gonna refresh and try again.
Yeah, I'll do the same just to be sure.
So it's not letting me move my turn, and I'm not seeing any of the stuff you're doing. Oh, it might.
Yeah. So Ashton had locked it for a second, so like I'll do like Morn stuff one by the time we get back. Essentially Morn's going to attack the doctor twice. Uo, what do you have any like narrative stuff you want to do?
Narrative stuff?
Yeah, like while we wait for Ashton to like recajigger. What do you want to do?
With the doctor so close to him at this stage, and he's definitely trying to tear through this plane of existence to the astral plane. He is also building within him a wellspring of darkness, and is going to reach out and try and rend the doctor's good soul.
Ooh.
Oh, all right. Well, do it. Well, we get 2 attacks from Morn. 1 will hit. Plus a d6 for the dark side.
The dark side.
Dark side. Going to cast this at 3rd level.
I really want, even though it kind of. Oh no, it is a. Is that a skull or a Cthulhu face?
That's a skull.
Okay, because it's green and it looks almost like it has little tentacles.
Oh yeah,
It's almost perfect.
I mean, I seriously doubt a 9 will hit though.
No. Even though she is calm, like the second your hand comes out, she does dodge with like preternatural reflexes.
Lame. Attempt to once again blink out of existence. Yes.
Nice.
I will slip from this plane into the astral, or the ethereal, or whatever plane I go to.
Roll
I
me
think it's ethereal.
a D100.
A
Can you
D100.
do that easily here? I don't think you can.
Yeah, just I mean, if you click the 10 and add a 0 to the 10, it's not
Oh yeah,
super easy, but it's
but yeah,
easy-ish.
okay, yeah, yeah. 83. Huh. Um, this is your first time like actually being in the void. And you don't know what you were expecting to see, but you definitely weren't expecting to see eyes staring back at you.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Bob.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Astrid.
That is. Yep.
Yeah. Like they're
Well,
staring at you.
let's see. I mean, I'm not a fan of the doctor. And is she's still just happy? Like she's got
Yeah.
some kind of mental deficiency of some sort, lack of empathy,
Yeah.
um,
There's something happening.
something going on. Um, I think I'm going to turn back around to look at her rather than Joy because she just kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies because nobody should be that happy. And I'm still really upset that she killed Celine, even though I can bring Celine back. That's fine. And I feel like she's playing with us because maybe that's why she's happy. She's just kind of like she's just a mean soul.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking I would like to attempt that witch bolt again, but I want to make sure that my friend who has just disappeared, that I take in his words of wisdom. And it was the 15 degrees.
15
So I want
degrees.
to focus all of my energy into a witch bolt. And we'll see if this will actually allow me to do it.
Oh yeah, you did it.
Yes!
11.
Oh, why did it go twice?
Oh, because I didn't know it was working for you, so I clicked it.
Oh.
You know what? You can take either one of those.
Well, I mean, one looks like it's better than the other.
One probably is better than the other.
I would prefer the 20, but
That's
So
that 15 degrees right
that's that
there.
15
Right.
degrees. Yeah, the 15 degrees came
15
through.
degrees.
And you're once again attached to her a witch bolt. It is, however, the doctor's turn, and let's see if she actually notices Peter.
Oh, Peter.
She absolutely does.
Peter.
But being the refined doctor she is not going to jump over her own table. She will dash around
It's only animals jump on tables.
and get to Peter. Morn has an opportunity attack which will hit, dealing 10 damage. It is Joy's turn. Now that Uo is not here, Joy will look around and see what the doctor is trying to do, and will picks up the butcher knife closest to her and throws it at Astrid.
Oh.
Damn.
But once again, the butcher knife kind of hits you flat. And when you look down, she is essentially looking to attack your Achilles tendon.
What a jerk.
What?
It's because I have nice jumping legs. She's jealous.
And you jump right over her as she misses that last slash.
You don't mess with the bunny's legs.
Peter stands there and is like, I can't let the spell go until Uo comes back. Trondheim.
Is Joy currently armed, or did she?
She has a butcher's knife that she has never let go of, and
Okay.
then every once in a while she uses her left hand to pick up a butcher's knife and like chuck it at somebody.
Gotcha. So, knowing that Peter cannot do that, I am going to try to grapple the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So, first I need to hit her. This is not going to be with my sword, but I don't have a thing. Does a 14 hit her?
Does not hit.
Okay, so she dodges out of the way on the first one. And then it goes... Oh, 24. Does a 24 hit her?
Does hit, yeah.
Okay, so I grab her. And then we need to do... I think for me to move her, if she's not willing, then I need to do an opposed athletics, and she can do either athletics or acrobatics.
Right.
Come on, die. Oh.
I mean, it might work.
Yeah.
No.
Or it might not. Okay,
Might
so
not
she's
work.
at least grappled. She can't go anywhere until she breaks the grapple. Doesn't mean she can't hit Peter.
Morn takes another 4 damage. But Morn is going to run over and double swing at.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man.
What is up with the dice today?
So, I mean, does 11 slashing. But drops his sword and then like bends down and picks it up.
Oh Morn.
I meant to do that.
Uwo?
So like the moment the turn starts, he appears back on this plane, but he's 10 feet away from his original point.
Where do you want to be?
Right here. Bam.
There he is, Peter.
How far is he? Oh, he's just in range.
Oh. Was Peter holding an action?
No, Peter should have held an action. But it's still Peter. So he just was like, I'll wait till next turn to do it.
Let's see here. I can't remember if sleep can be
Like cast at a higher level.
no, if I can cast it without hitting my compatriots, because Joy looks pretty injured, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's taking some hits.
She's taking some hits, but she doesn't look like she's like limping around or anything, does she?
Like she's taking like about halfway. So she's not limping, but she is not looking great. Nope. Creatures within a 20-foot point are affected.
All right, I'm gonna draw another card from my my deck. Oh, that's not there. Try this again. There we go. 5. Believe 5 restores a spell slot.
Yep.
Up to 2nd level, I believe. Which is not helpful at the moment. So I'm going to tuck that into my, I forget what it's called, my spread.
Mm-hmm.
As a believe as a bonus action, or as a bonus action to re-roll. Oh dear, I cannot remember. And then I will see. 36 is the name of the page. Stand by. Sorry, look this up real quick. Shuffle, spread. Excuse me. Sorry, spread is 11th level. I can't do that yet. I will use shuffle as my bonus action, which will allow me to re-roll that card roll. Hopefully that's something. One. A 1 will do plus 1d6 to all damage effects. So I will give that to Trogheim. So
Okay.
Trogheim, you are enveloped in a cloud of stars that all seem to congregate towards your gunblade. And then he will attempt to vamp out again. 15, and he vamps out.
And you are gone.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, so is the doctor still like excited and happy? How much damage does she even have?
You can't even tell. If you didn't see her get hit, you wouldn't be able to tell that she's been hit.
So she is like living her best life.
Yep.
I'm thinking that maybe my witch bolt might not be doing it for us because she looks so chill.
Yeah.
So, I would like to go ahead and swing. Just go ahead and just like swing my mace at her because I'm so frustrated. But I'm gonna make sure because my friend keeps coming in and going out. I'm gonna like channel him because I have to pay attention to actually hitting her. I want to get her in the head. I want her eyeballs.
Right in there.
I want to get her in the eyeball with my mace.
You swing straight for the. Oh, and you hit her in the brow with your mace.
Yes. And while I'm screaming, it didn't have to be this way. Why did you have to try and poison us and kill my friend? Why?
And on her turn, she responds because it's less pain that way. So she is going to try to artery slash you.
Oh.
Man.
So.
Oh shit.
I wish I didn't say she was going to artery slash you. Oh!
Nice.
Wow.
So she like tries to stab you in the heart, and you're caught off guard because you just hit her in the face with a mace. Like it rhymes and everything. And perhaps because like she kind of would have like killed you if she kept going, but because she stopped midway.
She held herself back.
And she didn't hit you.
Wow. What restraint.
Joy is going to do her last artery slash against you, the distracted Astrid.
Mm-hmm.
That will hit.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Oh.
Hold on. That's
Why, world? Why?
okay. I'm assuming that 18 still hits.
Yes, I have.
That makes more sense. You take 27.
Jesus.
Oh. Astrid, you are stabbed right in the stomach, and you go into shock and pass out.
No.
This school sucks.
Peter is still has the spell and it's like, guys, what do you want me to do?
I don't even know what you're doing. Do something, Peter.
I'm trying to teleport us back, but I can't do it if we're not all here. I must roll an intelligence check with Peter. Can you, Peter, figure out how to hold your spell? Nah. He's trying really hard. He really is.
Peter,
Try
stop.
time.
Stop Uho from leaving next time. And I'm going to
Give me
let go. Obviously, like, holding the doctor is not helping. Give you a what?
Give me a dexterity check on that. Yeah, a dex.
2.
Gotcha. All right, yeah.
Do I fail to let her go?
No, that was for essentially like, can you get that out before Peter's turn is done so he can like hold the spell for as soon as Uo comes back.
Gotcha.
But no. So you could just let her go.
Well, Joy's a bitch. Does a 23 hit Joy?
23 does hit. Remember, you add a d6 to that damage.
She needs to make a con save.
Joy, con save.
Damn you,
17.
Joy. All right, so she will take a total of 8 slashing.
Plus a d6.
Oh, she'll take, yeah. So that is the. So the d6 is under the burst strike, so it's 4, plus the 4 slashing from the gunplate.
4 plus
so,
4 plus, yeah. I guess 1.
Yeah, plus 1 thunder, so 8 slashing, 1 thunder.
Gotcha.
That was the first strike.
Now Joy is a little wobbly.
And I'm assuming that 11 misses.
11 does miss.
Yeah, that's it.
Morn. Gonna do what Morn does. Gonna run over. Yeah, Morn's gonna run over there. You will have an attack of opportunity. Morn is unable to leave and takes 10 slashing. Uo.
Was he in the same plane that he was in last time? Like, were those eyeballs still there?
Oh, I forgot about that. Roll another D100.
D100. Add a 0. 71.
Eyeballs are not there. There is something shiny, perhaps metallic, but that is so large you can't like conceptualize like what it is. You're just like, that's something that is shiny.
Then I pop back out. I see that Astrid is down, and will pull a card that depicts angelic light, and she is enveloped in this angelic light as he casts Healing Word. He will empower that using Nocturnal Benefic.
Ooh.
Which will give her D4 per my Wisdom ability modifier in temporary hit points, which is 4. So she'll get 5d4 healing as she receives the blessing of the night. I believe lost my wisdom. Lost my wisdom modifier per dice or total. Hold on. No, sorry. So it would be just the healing word that would get the wisdom modifier to that.
Gotcha.
And this would be 12 plus 4 is 16 hit points. So you'll get, sorry, excuse me. You'll get, what does this say? So you'll get 8 hit points and then a total of 8 temporary hit points.
Okay.
And he will loudly declare that it is not yet your time. Then he will feel the pull of the planes, and does not slip back into the other worlds. At the end of his turn.
Wow.
Astrid, it is your turn as you just come back. You're still kind of in pain, but the healing has stopped the bleeding.
Man, I feel enveloped in light and very wise inadvertently because of that. And at this point, is the doctor all, has she changed her demeanor at all? And who
No.
is she focusing on?
As you like open your eyes, you see her take a swing at Morn, and somehow when she swings, she hits his calf just right so that he stops running.
Hmm. And how sick is Morn?
Morn is barely standing at this point.
Okay. Um, Shoot. I feel very, very grateful right now that I'm alive. And I see that Morn is now ready to go down as well. So I want to pass on the good faith. And, well, shoot. I don't know if I can do this. No, you know what? I'm mad. I'm mad, and Morn's gonna be okay. I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt, and I think I can. I think it'll actually do it on my computer. I want to focus everything because all of my friends are in pain. This dinner party was not what it was supposed to be, and all we just wanted to do was check out this school. I want to cast Chaos Bolt at the doctor because she's really bugging me.
Unfortunately, like you shoot a chaos ball, but you're when you shoot chaos ball, you usually do it like upright, and so being like kind of horizontal kind of threw your aim off.
No,
Once again, slams into the wall.
no.
The doctor.
Together.
The doctor looks at Peter and says, "So you are from Porta Temporea, aren't you?" Chagan, you let go of the doctor, right?
Yep.
Gotcha. She will. Yeah, she's just gonna swing twice.
No.
Oh my god, did she miss both of those? That'd be amazing.
So as she swings, Peter just goes "Hey!" and like dodges out of the way, like he essentially like runs into the wall. But like the attacks miss, and somehow the spell is still in Peter's hands. Joy, who only has one artery slash left, is going after Trogheim because you're in the way of her and Peter.
That'll hit.
So then, click.
That'll also hit.
So you take 15 slashing. And I also need a con saving throw.
Sorry, I was mathing. Hang on one sec.
No worries.
23.
So you've seen her do this enough times that when she
Apparently.
cut you, you just like squeezed your muscles and stopped it from hitting a vein. But then as she pulls the butcher knife out, she like looks at the cut, and that like face of horror happens again, and she runs this way.
It's the blood, isn't it?
It is in fact the
She's
blood.
afraid of the blood. You've chosen a poor class. Get a different professor. I'm gonna go ahead and swing at her, despite the fact that she's afraid of my blood. And I'm gonna miss.
But you know what I'm gonna do? Because I think this is funny. How does what's that bard spell work? What's that bard spell?
Which one?
Oh, mockery.
Yeah,
Three.
vicious mockery. So she's gonna say do a wisdom saving throw.
Myself?
No, she is.
Oh, gotcha.
Because she's heard this multiple times before. So even though it's not quite vicious mockery, it hurts.
It cut her to her soul.
But she shrugs it off.
That's fair. That's fair.
And Peter,
We're like the mean kids. We're the mean kids from the other
Right?
school.
everyone is here, and so he's gonna be like, should we go?
Yes.
Yes, we should go.
And then at the beginning of Trogheim's turn, Peter will let the spell go, and you all are whisked away to Porta Temporea. Leaving a
That
horrified
school
Joy.
sucks.
Does suck.
Oh, poor Joy. And as you kind of like come to, because while you're not like really knocked out with teleportation, there is like a loss of sense of self as you are like transported. And you appear in the teleportation circle of the school that you have not been to for like 3 or 4 days at this point.
Yeah.
Many of you actively leaking blood. It is about 7 o'clock at this point. And Peter, who no longer looks like a Rogadin, is like, whew. We should get you to the infirmary, cause I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be bleeding that much.
Full agreement, but I think I need at some point to bring Eos back. We need our healing chicken real bad.
With that, you notice that Morin's bleeding is worse than anybody else's.
I'll like
And he is just barely standing up.
I'll like rip off a piece of cloth from like my sleeve. I'll just tear my sleeve off and try and like wrap it around more and medicine check?
Yep.
Okay. Do I get an advantage for a shirt sleeve? That's how that works,
We'll
right?
say the shirt sleeve reduces the DC by 2. Oh, you didn't. You have seen people get slashed like this all the time, and so you like. I know exactly what to do, Morn.
Just
And
jam the whole shirt sleeve into the hole, right?
there you go.
Exactly.
Now this will only hold for like 30 minutes, and then like it'll get really bad.
Morn's smaller than me, right? Even though
Yeah, Morn is.
I'll just pick Morn up and start heading towards the infirmary.
Gotcha.
And
Morn
I
will
gave
try
myself
to-
a wisdom saving throw to see whether or not Trondheim was going to fall back under the spell of loving Peter. Because he just saved our butts. But she passed. And so while she's going to grudgingly respect him,
She is still not
he did almost get her killed. So
multiple times.
Right.
In like 3 days. So as you leave, Peter's like, "Hey, so I'll see you all at home, right? Yeah." And Morn will try to struggle, but he is so weakened by loss of blood.
Yeah.
It's
Uo will utter forth the secret healing proverbs of the constellation of the mother of mercy, and restore upon Morn a little bit of healing.
Nice.
So it'll be 6 points of healing.
so Morn regained a little bit of that energy, but the loss of blood is very, very taxing. So Morn and Trogheim are going to the first aid.
The
I'm
nurse's office.
Nurse's office. Uwo, I assume you're following.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty beat up. It wouldn't hurt, although Uo does suggest that after we should probably go to the library and look up this whole question about siphoning magic from that other school.
We were just tried to be poisoned by kale, and you want to go to the library?
It was clear that she did not know how to make a proper kale salad, but I assure you that they are quite lovely when done correctly.
But my point... never mind. And just keep carrying more.
Astrid, are you following?
I am following along because I'm
Gotcha.
still limping along a bit. Though I want to be able to see if I have read anything in my extensive reading about the kind of injury that poor Morn has.
Give me a medicine check.
All right, we'll see if we can do that.
Although you have to open your thing for that, so I can do that pretty quickly.
I don't know.
Oh, you got it.
It might work.
Nope.
I got it? Okay. Nope.
Yeah, you got a 9. Unfortunately,
Ooh.
this is not coming.
Astrid is going to remember that she needs to read up on the medical techniques for this particular circumstance. Anything that has to do with slashing and blood, and reassure as we're all heading to the infirmary, reassure Morn that justice will be served.
So you reassure Morn as you walk and talk, and you get to the infirmary and you hear 2 voices. Actually, no, you hear 3 voices.
Do we recognize these voices?
You recognize 2 of the voices.
Who are
One
they?
voice. One voice. 2 of the voices are very they come from very small bodies. One is very flamboyant, very charismatic, very present. And it sounds like the Blue Mage trainer.
Okay.
Trogheim, you are very familiar with the other voice.
Okay, so as we run in, I'm like, ooh, Uso! Right?
And Uso looks, and when she sees you, there's this look of relief on her face. And she runs and gives your calf a big hug.
Oh my god!
And then she lets go and realizes you are just covered in blood.
Right.
And that look of relief switches again.
Someone tried to poison us with kale! And I'll go set Morn down.
She's like, oh my god, what happened to you all? Get in bed. And then the third voice that you heard is actually the medical practitioner, the doctor, the white mage trainer. And while Uso and the blue mage trainer, whose name I don't remember, but I can pull up, they have this look of the blue mage trainer, Tutu, they have this look of like kind of relief, kind of like holy shit. The white mage trainer just looks so perturbed. Like, oh my god.
I'm gonna have to sterilize everything again. Oh my gosh.
And he does one of those things where he like and very slowly and deliberately stands up. Very annoyed, very perturbed. Like, could you have not just dodged the things that make you bleed? Don't stand in the fire. Ha.
Oh my god.
And he's like, maybe we should talk. It was like, what? No, you can't leave him here. You can't do this on your own. And he's like, no, please, like, I will let you know of their conditions, but you should all leave. And he pushes them out. And he's like, all right, I guess I guess what, you want me to like heal you or something?
I mean, I'm fine, but he's missing a lot of the stuff that was inside him. It's now here.
And he walks over and like looks around, and actually, yeah, he's not interested. He's like, yeah, no, I can heal it.
We are in the infirmary, right? This is the nurse's office.
Yeah, that's where you are.
Do we need to go get the nurse to come do their job?
No, I can do it. I'm Ichelu.
In awe. I'm gonna be in awe. What you do is so amazing. You should teach me. You should teach me how to fix this. Can I help you?
He kind of looks, not even like turns his head, just like changes his eyelid and is like, if students like you didn't walk into swords, I wouldn't need to do this.
I mean, to be fair, no, that's pretty pretty accurate.
It was a very choppy dinner gathering, dinner soiree that we just left.
Did you hear that they tried to feed us kale?
He's stopped paying attention at this point.
I tried.
Trying to take care of Morn. He looks at the rest of you and casts a circle of healing.
Whoa.
Kind of like offhandedly, just like a flip of the wrist, and then you all feel like you're healed. You still feel kind of weakened due to the loss of blood, but your hit points are back to max. It's like
Nice.
This one needs to stay here for the night. He's lost a lot of blood. You all can go now.
How did you do that? And can I borrow any books from you?
Give me a persuasion check. Not with disadvantage, but just know he is
Grumpy.
he's a little grumpy, yeah. So he like looks. You say that, and he looks at you, and he goes back to reading, and then he looks at you again, and he stands up, and he's like,
I'm like, please, oh, please, oh, please.
And then he like looks you over, and he like grabs your ears and like takes like the air thing and like looks inside. Your magic is interesting. You have healing magic. Why aren't you in my class?
Well, I thought it would be really cool to study like samurai and martial arts, but I'm realizing right now that it would be really cool to maybe be in your class because it's more helpful.
Who's your primary professor?
Peter? I don't know anymore.
Peter? I
Peter.
have to get back to reading.
Is there any way that I could be a part of your class?
Talk to Peter and transition to my class.
Awesome. I will talk to Peter, and I bet you he will let me transition to your class.
And then he goes back to reading, and you are all free to head wherever you want to go.
Where did Uso go?
So she was essentially pushed out of the door by Ichelu.
Okay.
But as you open the door, you see both Uso and Tutu there. And Uso's like, oh my god, I'm so glad you're safe. Where did you go? Where did you go? And she's like going back and forth between like super concerned and like super furious. Why didn't you tell me? Oh god, I'm glad you came back. Just like,
Well, because we were gonna go get extra credit with Peter, because
and-
he had like this special delivery that we were gonna do, and the paladin teacher said it was okay, and he was like, he signed off on it.
Flaz.
Yeah, Flaz.
I'm gonna talk to him tomorrow. Okay, so you went with Peter.
Yeah, and we went over to. I mean, I don't even know what the town was called, but it's very cold there. I almost died.
But you what?
Yeah, and then we met these students from Porta Finis.
Porta Finis?
Yes.
You met students from Porta Finis?
There wasn't a lot of food, but then they tried to serve us kale, and the kale was bad.
Yeah.
It was poison.
Wait, you went to the other continent whose name I don't remember right now. You left the continent?
Yeah, because Peter had to do our extra credit assignment, which was
Extra credit?
in that town on the other continent.
What?
I mean, Flaz signed off on it.
And while Uso is just trying to wrap her mind around this, Tutu's like, so you went to Porta Finis and you made it back. That's mighty impressive.
Yeah, Peter actually teleported us back.
But you like were in there and you survived. Like clearly it wasn't easy, hence all the blood. But like you made it back.
Well, yeah, they tried to feed us kale. I mean, there's no coming back.
I have to say I knew you all had potential because when you like interned in my class, but I'm very impressed by your. I'll be watching you. If you need any help, come to me. And we need more. And he looks at Uso, and he's like, if you wanted to be a blue mage, we do need more of those. And Uso's like, hey, she's mine. And he's like, I'm just saying, if you're interested, we do have room.
Can you cast magic with this? And I hold up my gunblade.
Which is bigger than him.
Right.
And he's like, can I see? Oh, yeah,
Careful,
you can't
sir.
cast magic with this.
Maybe I'll do some. I can't think of the word for it. Extracurricular activities in your class.
Yeah, I think you'll. I think you'll like it. It's a lot. He like does one of these. It's a lot more fighting than in Uso's class. And Uso's like, all right, that's enough. You can go, and like pushes him away.
Now Tutu's is the one where we fought the Ifrit, right?
Ifrit, yeah.
So I'm not completely sold, but I'm interested.
Yeah. He just planted the seed.
Yeah.
And Uso's like, okay, so you went to a cold place to get a thing. What did you get?
Peter, what?
Besides
Where is
the
Peter?
cold,
Peter didn't follow you all. The last thing you heard, he was like, I'll meet you all at home.
Right.
Because if you remember, he's been living with you all.
Right. Well.
No, providing security services.
Providing
Right.
security services.
It was awfully cold.
I mean, I'm not really sure what Peter did. And then he said we were done, but then we met the other students and they were talking like all sorts of weird conspiracy theory stuff.
They were talking smack about our school.
Right.
That's what they were doing. And we wanted to figure out what they were talking about because
Tutu,
nobody badmouths our school, right, guys?
Tutu like runs from like around the corner. Like, wait a minute, they were talking conspiracy theories, and U's like, oh my god, Tutu, you can leave. You're not needed here.
But when he asked, he'll be like, yeah, he said we're like stealing their magic or something, and it's making them starve. But I mean,
Don't worry about
they have kale.
Don't worry about that. That's just lies they spread.
Did you know they don't even know how to make butter?
Exactly. We were trying to show them how to make butter, and they were so angry. They were angry at us.
They're very
They're
angry people there.
because like years ago, we learned how to do teleportation, and we tried to get them involved, and they didn't want to be involved. And now that the world runs with teleportation, they're behind. We've tried to help, but they don't want to talk to us, and so they lie and say we stole their magic. We didn't. How do you steal magic? You can't steal magic.
Yeah, I mean, that would obviously be a lie, right? There's no truth in that whatsoever, right?
Absolutely a lie.
Insight check?
Well,
Inside check.
isn't it possible to steal magic if you're also able to steal people's souls and also able to steal the life force of people?
Wait, you
And
can
also, well, I'm just saying that, like, isn't it possible, like, because we can steal people's life force and we can steal people's souls and we can steal people's bodies and we can steal all sorts of things through magic. So wouldn't it be plausible that we could steal magic from another continent?
I'm sorry, young sir. I don't have that level of mastery of magic that you do. I don't understand how you could steal magic from a continent. Magic comes from souls, but it also comes from many different things, and we would have to steal all the magic.
And I'm staring
In
at
order-
Uo like Uo grew another head. It's like, what? Stealing people's souls?
It is possible.
That's horrifying, Uo. Why would you do that?
There are many reasons for practicing various different schools of magic. Of course, they do have to be heavily considered under moral scrutiny, of course.
I mean, that makes sense. I think.
He'll flash a terrific smile. And,
And everyone feels better.
Hmm.
So 20 on that insight roll.
Seems legit.
Yeah. I mean, I feel better, and despite them having some neat classes, their teachers suck, so I don't want to go back there.
Neat classes. What classes do they have? Tutu is asking this.
Well, I mean, the students said there were cool classes, better than here. Not that I believed them.
Right, but you've like successfully infiltrated, is what I'm hearing.
Well,
It would- and it's not successful.
But you made it in, got information, and came out.
well, we know that they don't like it when you try and instruct them on how to make butter or flour.
True.
And we know that they don't have much food. We also know that they like their knives an awful lot.
That was uncomfortable.
That was super uncomfortable. And it seems like only some of the students were actually like nice, and some of them were just kind of jerks. So what else? Oh, and they didn't really have a lot of stores. And they were super protective of their library. They wouldn't let us even go into the library unless we signed up as students. Or the dorm. They wouldn't let us in anywhere.
You know, I'm gonna go talk to the dean, and I get you all some accommodations. Like that is worthy of recognition.
I mean, we have a room already, so if we could get like a coffee maker, that'd be awesome. But
What about we give you medals and a gift certificate for a coffee maker?
Ooh.
I'm
Well,
completely
I-
about the gift certificate.
Yeah.
Perhaps you could grant us higher clearance access to the library?
Ooh, yeah.
Excuse me.
Does he? I unfortunately do not spend that much time in the library. So you would either have to talk to the dean, or you could talk to. Let's see.
Aren't you going to go speak to the dean yourself?
Yeah, but if he is going to grant higher clearance, he'd want to talk to you first, which he'll probably want to talk to you at some point.
Would we want to talk to the dean if we were going to tell him about the students that were coming over here to cause trouble?
Wait, what? And at this point, even Uso's like,
Well, didn't we mention that? Sorry, there was just a lot of stuff that happened, and I just feel a little flustered. Okay.
So both Tutu and Uso look at each other, and then they're like, Uso's like, maybe you all should sleep, and then tomorrow instead of class, we can work on getting you that coffee maker, and then you can tell us all about the students coming over to cause trouble.
So is this also like an extra credit as well?
Sure.
Yes, we got extra credit.
Hopefully, this extra kind of doesn't like continue to try and kill us. I am gonna lean down. I'm gonna like lean down to Uso and just be like, so I feel bad because Peter's like teacher's house fell down, and now he's kind of like living with us because I feel bad, but I feel like the school really should give him a new room. It's probably not the best that he's living with us.
Well, she does kind of smell our pillows.
She's very conflicted. But she says, well, it is definitely not the best that Peter is living with you. I'm glad you told me. I will make sure he has another house.
Excellent.
Well, he'll like that. Ooh, and then the white mage did mention that I could join some of the classes. So maybe we could do workshops. All of us.
You will definitely need to ask Summoner Voss.
What?
Oh,
I mean, he said to get Peter's permission.
he did. He specifically said Peter.
Well, Peter won't be living with you anymore. So, I think now that you're second years, I don't think Peter should be your mentor / professor anymore. You've outgrown Peter.
What?
That's
Who will be your new mentor?
You don't need a mentor.
Let me introduce you to this mop bucket. Peter.
Well, then if we don't need to have a mentor, then we could do like home study in the library and teach ourselves. That's where it's actually.
Is there stuff to blow up and like stab in the library? Because I feel like maybe that's not the best course.
There is a practice hall.
Oh, now that sounds fun.
Specifically designed to withstand explosions, elemental attacks.
Why haven't we been there yet?
Because you were gone for the past 4 days.
Because you keep leaving.
You don't go to class. Oh my god.
So Uso,
That sounds amazing. So can we do that? Do we have like passes to check out the
we will discuss all that tomorrow. I think you all should sleep. And then we'll get you all the passes you need.
Excellent.
I mean, with Morn in the infirmary, at least we'll have enough beds for everyone.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll head back to our dorm.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
You notice that Peter has pushed 2 beds together and is like starfished on 2 beds.
I glance at Uo and just be like, Sleep well, and I'll jump on Uo's bed. What'd you say, John?
I said Uo accepts this fate.
Astrid wants to bring Eos to snuggle.
So Eos, not Celine.
We'll bring Eos in for a snuggle sesh.
Are you worried that Celine's mad at you?
Yes. Yes, I
I mean, you have let her get blown up twice.
am. I mean, those are just numbers. Those are just numbers.
So you summon Eos. It takes about an hour, but Eos is back. And for a nice snuggle session.
And sleep. Sleep and snuggle with Eos.
Trogheim, as you fall asleep, something like digs you in the side, and you remember you have those like 3 crystals,
Right.
and you like get those, move those, and then just
chuck him in the
pass
corner.
out.
Right.
Yeah.
They're just pretty rocks.
Anything else that's happening tonight before the day starts tomorrow?
Just general stargazing and card reading, and then I'll thaumaturgy. Do I have thaumaturgy? I think I might have thaumaturgy, but I might be wrong. No, I do not. I will just kind of jab Peter in the side until I get him to locate to like one half of the bed.
And it takes a while, but eventually he does.
Okay. And then I'll go to sleep.
All right. At some point, someone hears like clinking outside your door. By the time you open your eyes, like the clinking is gone.
It's not me.
And you wake up to the smell of fresh coffee.
Oh.
But it's not the dorm coffee, right?
No, Peter has made you all coffee in the containers that you all stole.
Oh, Peter!
Acquired.
Acquired, yeah.
Yes, the containers you all acquired for school business.
Research.
Yeah, stealing has such a negative connotation. We acquired them.
That's my fault. For school research, you acquired these containers, and there is coffee next to your beds, and he's like kind of screwed off the tops so the aroma wafts, and he's like, "Good morning, roomies. Are you ready for the day?"
Yeah, we're supposed to go find Uso. She's getting us a coffee maker.
Does Peter know how we are? I'm just gonna check a thing. He does. Have you been hiding your disdain for Peter, Trogheim? Not disdain, but like the lack of adoration.
So it's become a little weird since we got back because she is annoyed with him for almost getting her killed. But he also then saved her. So that's why she was like, hey, the school really should give him his housing back. Otherwise, she would have just like gone back and probably thrown him out. But she hasn't told him about the housing. She's going to let the school take care of that. And gotcha. I feel like the adoration isn't there anymore, but she doesn't disrespect him. So
okay, but there's not that like Peter is my mentor yet.
Right.
Okay. So Peter is going to go and find the crystals that you threw, and it's like, hey, Trogheim, you should give these to Uso. I think she can do a thing with them.
But they're just rocks.
But like Uso can make. This was in day 12 of Gunbreaker. She can do things with these to make you hit harder.
Wait. But I didn't I didn't get that lesson.
Well, technically, you're on day 212, but also on day 5, if that makes sense. So you're super advanced,
Huh.
but you also missed day 12 is the thing. So if you
Oof.
bring those, she can make you stronger. Yeah.
I'm gonna take your word for that. That doesn't make any sense, but okay.
Yeah. Yes. And it's very clear what he is attempting to do.
Is he trying to buy his way back into my favor?
He's trying to win back the
Gotcha.
adoration.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's like, well, you all have fun at class. When you get back, I'll have a amazing meal ready for you.
Hmm.
You know, as your mentor,
Hmm.
it is my job.
Hmm. All right, I've got to go. I'm gonna head out the door.
So I'm assuming you're all going to Uso.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to go.
Okay. So you go to Uso's classroom. There are people who you do not recognize. Uso is there, as is Tutu. But there is someone who appears to be a spellcaster, whose head is in a book. Old Man Jenkins, the samurai trainer, who also is like the acting dean, is there. And Adrian, the astrologian, who you've only met once, is there. And they're like, and Uso was like, "Oh my gosh, welcome! I'm so glad you all made it." So first we wanted to give you commendations, and everyone's like clapping.
We already have a room. I don't understand.
And Old Man Jenkins just burst out laughing. It's like, I can see why you like this one.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm
but
gonna finger guns old man Jenkins because he's got a nice smile. Oh yeah.
he looks. He's like, "Oh, you're Astrid. You're the one who wants to take up the sword."
I mean, I do.
We're gonna have fun with our workout. I need you to run 200 times around the school.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just
Okay.
playing with you. I can't even run around the school one time. And Tutu's like, but Old Man Jenkins, don't we want to know about the students coming over here? And he's like, right, yes. Would you mind telling us that?
Oh.
Yeah, well, I mean, what I remember, I remember that they were really angry at our school because we supposedly took their magic and now they can't eat. So they were planning to come here.
When were they coming here?
No. Uh, hey guys, do you remember when?
As a player, no. I don't know
Didn't they
if.
say? Didn't they say that they were already here?
As a
Ah,
player,
They did say that there were. They had contacts here working at the university.
and they did mention something about, because this was like 3 days in game ago. They mentioned something about the Tarask hunt.
Right.
Yeah.
How do I
They were
forget
saying
something
people-
like the Tarask hunt?
The
I mean, really?
The Tarask hunt.
Right?
They also mentioned they had a larger plan in the works if the Tarask hunt plan did not work out. So I'm just going to assume you communicate at least the Tarask hunt part.
Yeah. I mean, at some point, I feel like Trogheim kind of like randomly spouts out about the hidden people that are working here that are like tied to them, but in a way that they should have already known that.
Right. And so like they'll all kind of be like discuss with each other. Voss won't give a shit. Voss never does. Tutu is going to be very, what's the word? Complimentary. Like you all did really great to like make it this far. I'm glad you're all safe. Uso's like, well, we can't let them participate in the Tarascon. I mean, like, it's not safe for them anymore. And Tutu's like, what do you mean? Like, we need them. They can protect us.
Yeah, wait, what?
Uso's like, no, like, if there are people who are going to be here and like they've made it out, like they'll be targeted, and like we can't protect them while we're also fighting a Tarask.
But we can protect ourselves.
And Old Man Jenkins like looks, he's like, that's the spirit. If it was true. We don't know that yet, but we definitely won't say you can't.
That's the spirit. You're wrong, but that's the spirit. Love it.
And then eventually Old Man Jenkins like, well, we thank you for all your help, and we'll let you know the decision about the Tarascon. But I got you a present. And he breaks out a coffee maker.
Oh, I knew I liked you.
Is it as sophisticated as the one we saw over in Porta? Because that one was like all the like Bunsen's and all the tubes and everything.
It's not quite that. It is you would say it is a solid coffee maker. It's not fancy, but it gets the job done. It's a hard-working coffee maker.
Then I feel like Trondheim's going to be like, thanks. I mean, it's that
like
one in Porta Finis was pretty cool looking though. But I mean, this is fine.
Like,
that's something we should bring up is the exceptional coffee from over there.
They did have really good coffee.
They had amazing coffee. It almost felt like extra invigorating, like really special, because I don't think I've ever had coffee like that.
I mean, Peter brings it back all the time, though. Isn't that what he brought back?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what he brought back.
Uso's like, yeah, wait, hold up. How did you get there? Peter took you there?
Yeah.
Peter doesn't know how to use.
Well, he used the circle to get us there, and then he used his own magic to bring us back.
He what? And even like Voss is like,
I mean, what you probably taught him, or someone did, because I mean,
we definitely did not teach him to use the circle, although he does hang out there a lot, so it would not shock me if he just picked it up. But are you saying Peter did he draw a teleportation circle?
Yeah, to get us there.
No, to get you back.
Oh no.
No, his hand just like glowed.
Yeah.
Peter. I've been in every class for less than a week, Peter.
2 weeks.
No, he lied. It's less than a week.
What?
He could have been doing extra credit that extra week.
And Old Man Jenkins like, well, we knew he was talented. That's why we kept him here. Uso's like,
I have a feeling that some of the answers that you want, Peter might actually have.
Yeah, I think we should go talk to Peter. Did Peter?
He's at our house still.
Yeah,
our dorm. So when you're like escorting him to his new house, you can ask him these questions.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Crap, what did I do with those pretty rocks? I'm gonna like search around in my pockets until I find them. Oh, Peter said I should give these to you, and I just like dump them on the ground in front of Uso.
And she looks and is like, "Oh, we, everybody out
Dude, I mean,
except
well,
for you. You stay."
but you said to leave, and I'm okay with that.
She grabs you, and even Old Man Jenkins is like, "Oh, I feel bad for you. Gotta go." And just leaves. I'm assuming everyone else leaves.
Yeah, I mean, if Uso wants to, I'll chase after Old Man Jenkins.
Okay.
I reach for my fellow students. I'm like, no, don't leave me.
Jeremy, I need 5 intelligence checks. No, 2 intelligence checks, 1 strength check, 2 dexterity checks.
Oh my god. Just checks?
Yes. No, and 1 con saving throw.
Okay, so we got 2 intelligence.
2 intelligence,
What was the next one?
2 dex,
Just check, not saving throw, right?
just check.
Okay.
1 strength,
Okay.
1 con saving throw.
Done.
Okay, we'll get back to you. Astrid and Uo, what are you doing? I think Uo said he was running to Old Man Jenkins.
Yeah.
I am following in suit because I love his personality. He's so jovial. Just makes me want to be a samurai.
The samurai are the fun ones. They have like the funnest looking like playhouse. And they play cards and dominoes. Like no one's ever actually seen a samurai pick up a sword. It's weird.
I want to learn how to play dominoes. And Jenkins is going to teach me. So I'm following after Jenkins, asking him that.
Okay.
Will you teach me?
Like, well, yeah, you were supposed to be in my class 2 days ago. What happened?
Well, we got Peter.
Oh,
took
yeah. You were
yeah.
globe-trotting. Well, yeah. I mean, it's gonna have a lot of like hard work to catch up. You got to win 5 dominoes games in 2 hours, and my students, they're pretty good.
I'm excited for the challenge.
That's the spirit. If it was true, let's go.
Yes. All right, I'm just going with.
Uwo, you were
Yep.
like gonna ask a thing.
I mean, if the Old Man Jenkins is going somewhere, I'll follow along with. But we'll be asking about maybe it's possible for my studies to expand my access to the library.
Because isn't that where the dominoes? Isn't that where we play dominoes? Is the library?
No, you play dominoes at like the Samurai Playhouse.
Okay.
Expand your studies. You must be very well read if you need more than like typical access. What particular are you looking for?
I am working on a research project dealing with creatures that exist outside this current plane of existence.
So you're the one Rachel was talking about.
Probably, yes.
Yeah, well, ask her. She can get you research access to or get the books you need. We can't give you like access to everything. That's just not how it works. See, but Rachel can definitely get you stuff. Not that Rachel has any more access to anyone else. People are just afraid of her. So am I.
He nods somberly and says, I will have access one day. It has been foreseen. continue following along.
Okay. And so you all get to the samurai playhouse, and like literally, like there are like blades on the like hanging on the wall. Each person there has a blade like within arm's distance. But when I say playhouse, I do mean playhouse. There's like a fireplace. There's like a rug, like a bearskin rug that kind of looks like a fake bearskin rug. Um, there's just like tables with like cards. There's an entire like bookshelf, but instead of like books, it's just like games. There's no like dummies to practice swordsmanship. There's no like this is the stance. It's just people playing games.
This is a great place.
And he's like, all right,
The magic in games.
take a seat. And like I said, you gotta win 5 games if you want me to teach you.
Oh, wow. I'm pick a table, sit down, and get ready.
Roll me a wisdom check.
Oh no. All right, let me see if I can do it. Let me see. Did it go through?
It went through. So it looks like you're about to win after like 30 minutes of just like having fun. And at some point, you're not even sure what happened. You just lose. And he's like, not looking good for ya. Switching back to Trogheim. You've never seen Uso like this. She drags you into her office, which is sweltering hot. Or at least one part of it. She has 2 parts. One is very cool. One is sweltering hot. That's where she actually like makes the frame for her gun blades. And there's at least 20 different styles of gun blades like around. Many of them are like in the works. There is a like double gun blade where like you hold it this way and the guns are here and the blades go out.
What?
And she's like, that one doesn't work. There's like a 5-sided gun blade that's kind of like a throwing star but really big, and then like she just throws it and there's guns. Like it is the mind of a mad woman. And she's like, okay, grab that one. And before you even have time to react, she like pushes you. She grabs your thing, and and eventually you're able to figure like she's like altering the frame of a gun blade that she might be giving to you. There hasn't been much time to like
Process, right?
question. She's just doing things and like telling you to like touch things, and some things she tells you to touch are like, you know, on fire, and you're just like ah!
Yeah, that's pretty spot on. Yeah.
Yeah. And like she's not paying attention because she's already got like her hands just like no feeling in her hands anymore from doing this. After about an hour, you create this gun blade that looks very similar to the one you have. It is much shorter, but the big difference is it has like a groove. Like if you like a groove that you could like run water down or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the back there is this kind of like compartment. And luckily, like the vast majority of the gunblade had been created before, and so this was able to expedite the process. And she takes the crystals and kind of shaves them down, and she hands them to you.
Yeah, they're still pretty.
And she informs you can use these crystals as bullets or as fuel for your gunblade.
Ooh.
I got the bullet part, but it's not I don't understand the fuel part.
She just takes it from you again, opens the compartment, and puts in the bullet in the like side. And you watch as that groove, this beam of light just
Oh. This like single tear goes down. She's like, it's beautiful.
Now be careful. This is very, and actually saying this, she's like, now be careful. This is very dangerous. And she's not very far from you because she's, she has to like this could chop off a hand just like that, just like that.
Okay.
You're gonna have to train to use this, but it could be very useful if you're going to be in the Taras battle.
Do we get to go on the Tarrasque hunt?
That has not been decided yet, but if you go, this can help you not die.
I would, yeah, I would prefer that to not die.
And then she hands you.
Can you turn that off first so I can, like, take it without...
She says no, and then just like walks out. Drops it on the ground and walks out.
Yeah, that's fine then. At least I can, like, pick it up without, like, trying to grab it by the blade.
Although, like, as she dropped it on the ground, like, it carved a sizable divot into the ground in this, like, blast proof.
Is there, like, a rug in the room or anything?
There is a corner that has a whole bunch of, like, leather that you think she uses for what?
Gotcha. I'll just lay some of that. I'll just lay some of that over the hole in the floor. Can I figure out how to turn it off? Like reversing what she did while I was watching her.
Intellect check with advantage. While intelligence is not your strength, you do know gunblades, and you were watching her intently as she created this thing. Yep.
12.
Yeah, you can figure out how to turn it off.
Okay. I will do so. And then I'll turn it back on. And then I'll turn it off. And then I'll turn it back on. And then I'll turn it off. And then after I get bored with that, which will be a while, then I'll go try and find everyone else.
So then back to the other group. Uo, are you watching as Astrid plays dominoes, or are you going to partake?
Is there a way that I can? I mean, am I able to help her?
I mean, there are a few things you can do. The first and most obvious thing is cheat. But if you get caught...
I'm all about like cheating fate. That is not what is prophesied here. Let's see here. Yeah, I have no way of like doing this discreetly. So yeah, I'll sit down and play.
Okay. Give me an insight check.
Like insight. Let's see here. Where is it? There it is. Insight.
Okay. It's very clear that this is not, while they are just games, it's not just a game, but you're not sure what is happening.
Okay. And while I play this game, I'm just going to like flip out cards to run an augury sequence. I'll do that in the background.
Gotcha. You could do that now because Trondheim's going to be busy for the next like at least 20 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll begin the ritual while I'm playing. Partly just kind of showing off that I can do these two things at once. See if I can play a head game.
So what is the augury question that you are asking?
If we were to draw swords right now, would that be a bad idea?
Well,
okay. I mean, I'll keep playing dominoes and chew on that.
And I think that's where we'll stop for the day.
All right.
Oh no.
As Trondheim begins the search for her friends. Astrid has yet to win a game of dominoes. Apparently, these people are really good at dominoes.
Oh man.
And Uo has decided that drawing swords right now is a bad idea. We'll end it for today. So thank you all so much for playing. I
Thanks
hope
for
you had
running.
fun.
Yep.
I'm glad no one died. I was very concerned
It
about
was
that.
close.
Yeah.
Thank you, Peter.
Peter coming in clutch. Peter doing everything he can to keep you all safe while also trying to understand whether you want him to attack people or not to attack people, and keeping you well fed in coughing.
Yeah.
Oh
That is-
no, there is one more thing. Trondheim,
Uh-oh.
as you open the door, someone is waiting outside for you.
Is this person wearing heavy armor and looks like a douche?
Yeah.
God, how did I know that was going to happen sooner or later?
Well, I found you all alone.
And in the distance, the others can hear douche.
So yeah, I think that's where we will stop for the day. So I hope you all enjoyed it. I cannot wait to play next week.
Woohoo.
And until then, we'll see ya.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.